New research shows overdose deaths are on the rise in Dane County. We take a closer look at what's driving those numbers up.
Plus, how one man's accusations led to a policy change and how we here at News 3 Now report crime.
And we're following a shortage of baby formula. What's behind it and what can new parents do about it? You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5. People in Dane County face a tough reality tonight. The odds of dying from a drug overdose are going up dramatically. Drug-related deaths rose 11% between 2019 and 2020.
Now, to put that in perspective, that's more than 4 times how often people died in car crashes and more than 3 times how often people were shot and killed in that same time period.
But there are even more staggering concerns when you dig into Public Health's latest report. Our Brady Mallory is here to explain. Brady?
138 people overdosed on drugs and died in Dane County in 2020, the most ever. Making that even sadder, Public Health considers every single one of those preventable. Researchers are especially concerned about how many black people are dying from overdoses. There were 3 times more likely compared with white people. The bleak outlook doesn't get much better. A PHMDC spokesperson says it appears 2021 data will be even worse.
The overdose epidemic in this country is more than just a law enforcement, a treatment, or a healthcare issue to fix. To stop deaths in our community, we need multiple agencies and multiple partners to collaborate and cooperate to make change across all systems for people who use drugs and all the systems they interact with.
Julia Olson says her team found more arrests and longer sentences from judges for drug-related crimes among black people, and those are the key reasons for the inequities. Public Health isn't just throwing this data out here for effect. It's also proposing we do something about it, and they recommend we decriminalize addiction, provide easier access to health care, and make sure first responders carry overdose prevention kits that include Narcan and fentanyl test strips.
Brady, thank you. Rain returns for some in southern Wisconsin. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio, and he has the details. Gary, looks pretty nice right now.
Yeah, we had clouds for much of the day. There's been a little bit of clearing overhead. The air still pretty dry across Wisconsin, so the rain really has not made it this far north. You can see on visible cloud track we've had clouds, but those clouds try to thin out a little bit at times because of a dry northeasterly wind flow near the ground. And you can see that rain near Wisconsin, but just to our south. Eventually, as the atmosphere moistens up a little bit more, we'll see those showers spread a little farther to the north later on tonight into tomorrow. But right now, nothing is imminent, so I think even the evening will be dry. Low temperatures this morning started out in the upper 30s here in Madison. Still rather chilly to the northeast. Temperatures were below or right around freezing there, but high temperatures today have been in the lower 60s. A few places over southwestern Wisconsin have been in the middle 60s, and right now temperatures are still pretty mild thanks to at least a little bit of sunshine sneaking through the clouds. But clouds will win out for tonight. We'll see some showers, especially south of Madison for tonight and tomorrow. Tonight's low temperature about 46. Tomorrow's high about 62 degrees. But later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes summer-like warmth for much of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Police officers took a fugitive into custody in the Lake Delton area this afternoon following a pursuit across multiple counties. A spokesperson for the State Patrol says troopers and officers from other state agencies started on Interstate 90 in Dane County around 1:20. Officers used spikes to stop the suspect, who was taken into custody about an hour later.
The man accused of shooting and killing his coworker at a Janesville business was in court today. Kevin Todd appeared via Zoom from the Rock County Jail, where he requested a preliminary hearing in person. That hearing now scheduled for June. Todd is charged with intentional homicide and recklessly endangering safety. Police say shot and killed Devin Hills at Precision Drawn Metals in April. An autopsy found Hills' death was a result of gunshot wounds. Old mistakes, minor crimes. In the age of Google, when does your responsibility for past mistakes end?
For one young man in Madison, it's a problem compounded by an accusation that he was never charged with. Naomi Coles explains.
5 years ago, Wisniewski was a teenager struggling to get past a drug addiction. He bought and sold Xanax to feed his habit, and he was in rehab and serving a jail work release sentence when he was linked to another crime, prostitution. No one was ultimately charged with the crime, but 5 years later, the headlines remain.
It should be innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. It was a big battle trying to get people to understand that that's not who I am, that's not me.
Today, he's moved past his addiction and works at an organization in Madison committed to helping others move past an incarcerated past. This story touches on complex issues and our own newsroom policies right here at Channel 3. Join me at 6 o'clock for the whole story.
We will see you at 6. Naomi, thank you. Ukrainian forces continue to hold on in the southern port city of Mariupol, denying Russia's attempt to capture the city. Now Ukraine's president is asking the United Nations to help the wounded who are trapped there. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
The battle for Mariupol is not over yet. Russian forces are bombarding the steel plant where Ukrainian troops are still holding on. Ukraine's foreign minister says Russia is not interested in negotiating.
If you prefer talks to war, you do not besiege Azovstal and shell them 24 hours per day.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says many civilians and wounded forces remain in the plant, and some will need to be dug out from underground bunkers by hand.
The United Nations is now assisting with evacuation efforts in Mariupol and working with the International Red Cross to get another evacuation convoy there by Friday.
Some women, children, and the elderly made it to Ukrainian safe zones before Ukrainian officials say Russia violated the promise of a ceasefire.
We do hope that this operation will continue and that we will be able to evacuate other numbers of civilians.
A European official tells CBS News Russian forces have not progressed very far on the ground in Ukraine, ahead of May 9th Victory Day celebrations, which mark the Soviet Union's defeat of Nazi Germany. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
First Lady Jill Biden will travel to Romania and Slovakia this weekend to highlight the U.S. commitment to Ukrainian refugees and soldiers.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine is making a lot of countries rethink their security. As a result, the U.S. may get 2 new military allies by summer. Finland and Sweden are racing to protect themselves after Russia invaded Ukraine. More than 100 U.S. troops are training with NATO allies in Finland this week. But Sweden and Finland are not members of NATO and wouldn't be protected if Moscow chose to invade them next. That's why both countries are considering a NATO bid.
I think it's everybody's interest that different countries would move as fast as possible. That would be the best security guarantee that we could have.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken says the U.S. backs their membership, but the Kremlin warns if the Nordic nations join NATO, Moscow will move their nukes closer to Finland's border.
Additional security barricades are up around the U.S. Supreme Court today. Demonstrations are expected to intensify there and around the country ahead of a final ruling challenging Roe v. Wade. That ruling is expected by early July and could shape laws in more than 20 states, including Wisconsin, that are moving towards stricter abortion laws. Some conservative states are also moving to restrict use of abortion drugs, which some analysts believe could be a new front in the battle over access.
I think that there is going to be a battle between the states and the federal government, which allows the distribution of abortion pills, and states which try and outlaw the distribution and use of abortion pills within their boundaries.
Next week, the Senate will vote on a bill to make abortion rights federal law, but it is not expected to get the 60 votes necessary to move forward.
State Democrats hosted a rally outside the state capitol today, blasting Republicans for their, quote, attacks on abortion. Speakers specifically called out Senator Ron Johnson, Speaker Robin Vos, and gubernatorial candidate Rebecca Clayfish, saying they have waged a full-scale assault against reproductive health care. If the Supreme Court's draft decision were to become law, nearly all abortions in Wisconsin would be illegal.
We can look all over the world, and in places where abortion is unavailable, people still seek abortion care. The difference is in how safe that abortion care is. We will not allow our state to go back to a place where abortion was a crime, where it was unsafe and unavailable.
The Democrats cited public opinion polls that show Roe v. Wade has public support both in Wisconsin and also at the national level. We contacted the Republican Party of Wisconsin for a response. Communications Director Anna Kelly sent a statement saying, quote, the Republican Party stands for the right to life and the right of people to protect it. We applaud any court decision that affirms the right to life and will proudly support candidates who do as well.
There's still time to see the blooming corpse plant at the Olbrich Botanical Gardens, but be prepared for quite a wait. Take a look at this. The line stretched out the door at the Bowles Conservatory this afternoon. It's the first time the plant has bloomed since 2010. It only lasts for a little over a day before the bloom collapses.
The smell is a little bit worse when it first opens, so it's, you know, dying down a little bit right now, but if you put your head up there by it, you'll still get a good smell.
Corpse flowers earned their name from the putrid bloom, which smells like rotten flesh, as a way to attract pollinators. The conservatory extended its hours tonight. It will be open until 7 o'clock. The CrossFit Games return to Madison for another year. The games are scheduled to be held at the Alliance Center this summer. Today's announcement also extends that commitment for another year. The 2023 CrossFit Games were reportedly under consideration to be moved to Dallas, Austin, or Denver. The games have been in Madison since 2017, and the organization wants to keep it that way for at least one more year.
Up next, the rain returns for some southern Wisconsin communities.
And COVID-19 cases are once again on the rise. We'll take a closer look at the numbers after the break. Plus, the TSA is hiring here in Dane County. How you can apply coming up at 6.
We'll cover your eyes again. Another massive tumble for the Dow, falling more than 1,000 points. The NASDAQ plummets 647, S&P down 153. We'll be right back.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Not all replacement windows are the same. Take a look at our new Eco Sky windows featuring sky mirror technology, exclusively from Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Our high-performance windows insulate like walls with layers of low E to keep your home comfortable year-round. It's our home makeover event. Save $750 on a house full of new windows with interest-free financing for 12 months and receive a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior military discounts are available. But act now and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a house full of new windows with interest-free financing for 24 months and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor. Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
His name was linked to a crime that never led to charges, and for years, he's been trying to scrub his name from online articles. Tonight at 6, how a local man's criminal accusations led News 3 Now to change its crime reporting policy. That's coming up at 6.
Just a third of Wisconsin's child abuse and neglect reports get investigated by CPS.
Any child that dies from violence is unnecessary.
Naomi Coast tells you why the state says it's more complex than meets the eye. News 3 Now investigates Sunday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The man arrested for attacking Dave Chappelle has been charged with felony assault with a deadly weapon. The comedian was tackled on stage Tuesday in the middle of a performance at the Hollywood Bowl. Police say the suspect, 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, is a self-described rapper who posted a song named after Chappelle back in 2020. While the motive is unclear, police are looking into how Lee got a replica handgun with a knife blade on stage. Chappelle, not injured, even continued his performance at the Netflix is a Joke comedy festival. Lee is now being held on a $30,000 bond. Police at O'Hare Airport in Chicago say in a bizarre incident, a passenger pulled the emergency exit door open on a plane that had just landed from San Diego. United Airlines flight 2478, a Boeing 737, had just landed. This was about 4:30 this morning. It was approaching the gate when that passenger pulled open the emergency exit door, walked out onto the wing, and slid down onto the airfield. He was stopped by the ground crew, taken into custody. The rest of the passengers arrived safely at the gate.
The White House has a plan to replenish the country's emergency oil reserve. The Energy Department is announcing a buyback plan today where the government would seek bids to buy 60 million barrels of crude oil. It would be the first time since the early 2000s that the Energy Department has acquired large quantities of oil for the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The stockpile has been drained by the war in Ukraine and sales mandated by Congress to raise revenue. The U.S. is approaching 1 million COVID deaths, and hospitalizations are rising again in some areas. In parts of California, they're experiencing a sixth wave. Danya Backus has the latest from Los Angeles.
Coronavirus cases are rising again across the country. The CDC reports the daily average is 61,000 new cases a day. In the San Francisco Bay Area, infections are up 160% compared to last month.
We're now into our sixth wave. We came out of the devastating Omicron wave, had a brief respite. It's come relatively quickly.
Cases are also climbing again in New York City. The mayor warns the next few weeks will be critical to slowing the spread.
We can't close down the city again. We make the right decisions. We're not going to have to worry about doing that.
Across the U.S., new hospital admissions are averaging around 2,200 a day. That's a significant decrease from 21,000 a day in January, but an increase over last month. In New England, more than 100 seniors aged 70 and older are being hospitalized a day, more than triple from a month ago. The rapid spike in cases has health experts concerned, especially if a new variant emerges.
If a new variant comes along that not only is very transmissible, that even evades our immunity much better, but also can make us a lot sicker than this one currently does, we will really be in trouble.
Health officials here in California say they're seeing more COVID outbreaks in workplaces and at schools. The rise in cases coincides with the lifting of restrictions. An outbreak on a Carnival cruise ship that was docked in Seattle sent several people to isolation in hotels. The cruise ship company won't say how many of its passengers were infected. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Today, the World Health Organization estimated nearly 15 million people have been killed by coronavirus or by its impact on overwhelmed health systems. That's more than double the official death toll of 6 million.
Well, it's time now to get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has your forecast. Gary?
Let's start with a quick look at Mother's Day. That's coming up on Sunday, and actually a little better news here. It looks like we'll see a high temperature of about 64 degrees, mainly dry. There's an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon or Sunday night, but the better chances for rain probably will stay off to the west of us. To the south, it's been very active again for severe weather. Last night in parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Today, shifting eastward into Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and parts of Tennessee with a number of hail, high wind, and tornado reports. And you can see severe thunderstorms racing from parts of Tennessee all the way back into Texas, a pretty intense squall line there. But to the north, we're on the cool side of this system. We've got some showers that have tried to make it into northern Illinois, but notice it's just kind of like a block right here. That's because the northeasterly winds near the ground are dry, and that's just not allowing that rain to reach down to the ground. So it shows up on radar, but a lot of that rain has been aloft. And as we take a look at high temperatures over the next 10 days, you can see that big rise in temperature. Still looking for highs in the upper 70s to the middle 80s for much of next week. Right now, temperatures are comfortable here. They're actually cooler again to our south and west, where there's cloud cover and rain. rain. And then farther to the south, that's where the really warm air is. But eventually that will start working its way northward because the jet stream is coming in out of the south. So again, the clouds and rain, this is the area where it's staying kind of cool. To the south, though, temperatures are warming back up again over the southwestern part of the country. Notice the absence of clouds over New Mexico. They've had high wildfire danger situations there and just more dry weather moving through the southwestern part of the country. But for us, there's this high pressure system to the north. The winds blow clockwise around the high, and that east to northeasterly wind flow, at least for the time being, is keeping most of the rain to the south. Now, some of these showers, as this low pressure system tracks by to the south, will eventually move in here, but areas south of Madison by far will see the better chances for rain. Notice on future track, some breaks in the clouds today, but eventually the clouds fill back in. But notice how the rain gets about to Madison and then just kind of stays to the south and kind of shifts back to the south during the day tomorrow. Skies start to clear, and then as we head into Saturday, we'll notice lots of sunshine. The winds pick up out of the southeast, and those temperatures start to warm back up into the middle 60s for this weekend, and then warmer for next week. Three things you need to know. The shower chances, again, mainly south of Madison for tonight and tomorrow. Mild weather for the weekend, and then those temperatures near 80 to the middle 80s for much of next week. Look for a high temperature tomorrow of 62 degrees. Showers mainly south of Madison, otherwise cloudy and breezy. Future track, you can see those showers trying to make it into southern Wisconsin. They stay mainly south of Madison, even into the day tomorrow. And then notice the winds start coming in from the northeast, start to break up the clouds. Temperatures drop to the lower 40s Saturday morning, and then Saturday look for highs in the middle 60s with lots of sunshine. Rainfall amounts, 1/10 of an inch or less, mainly from Madison southward. North of Madison, probably very little in the way of rain chances. 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures jump up to near 80 on Monday, middle 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And notice we've even cut back on the rain chances there. The better chances hold off until the end of next week and into the following weekend. As we check out first warn traffic, we're seeing some delays on the Beltline or on Fish Hatchery Road. There's the view. You can see traffic moving slowly in both directions, occasionally stop and go traffic there. Eastbound Beltline, Monona Drive, all the way back to west of Verona Road, the usual slowdowns there. Westbound mainly around Fish Hatchery Road. Right now almost a half hour in the eastbound Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate, about 16 minutes going back in the westbound direction. No problem on I-3990 from the Beltline southward to Janesville. That's a 25-minute trip. Quick 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. Downtown to Sun Prairie will take you 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. Supply chain issues and product recalls have led to a baby formula shortage. A pediatrician has some answers on what parents should do. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Let the fresh air in through new Eco Sky windows from Mad City Windows. Easy operation and tilt-in cleaning, plus a higher energy rating than other windows on the market. These windows pay for themselves in energy savings.
Absolutely a good investment because we're happy.
Replace your old windows now and save. It's our home makeover event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase, plus senior and military discounts. But wait, act now and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a house full of new windows with 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with the purchase of new windows. For a free estimate, call 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Even liberal fact checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me. Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Baby formula recalls, product shortages, both issues leading to some empty shelves.
So what should parents do if they can't find formula for their child? Mandy Gaither offers advice from a pediatrician in today's Health Minute.
He's 5 months old with a sensitive stomach, so when Weston's mom found a baby formula her son could tolerate, she stocked up.
Just a few weeks later, I found out about the recall, and all of our packages that I had were recalled.
With recalls and supply chain issues, Joy Green is now having trouble finding any formula.
That's all he's allowed to eat right now is formula. So as a mom, it's like, how am I going to feed my kid?
Dr. Stephen Abrams, former chair of the American Academy of Pediatrics Committee on Nutrition, says the key to managing this shortage, flexibility.
Babies can get used to one formula, but if that formula simply isn't there, families are going to have to look and find the closest alternative.
Abrams says if you're not sure of the closest formula match or if your baby eats a specialized formula for allergies, talk to your pediatrician. He says not to introduce solid foods or cow milk to your child early. Those aren't sources of good nutrition in the first few months of life.
For those under 6 months of age, it's usually just about the only thing they eat. So if you over-dilute it or if you make your own homemade mixture, you're not going to be getting the safe nutrition that the baby needs.
At this point, we're just buying what we can and literally living day to day.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And as babies adjust to a formula change, Dr. Abrams says they may have an upset stomach for a short time, but for the most part, he says they will adjust. Stay with us. We'll get a final check on your First Warn forecast.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Save up to $1,100 on Serta Perfect Sleeper. Save up to $500 on a purple mattress. Get $300 in free furniture on Tempur-Pedic. Plus special financing and guaranteed 5-day delivery on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
Energy costs are at an all-time high, so investing in new Eco Sky windows from Mad City is well worth it. Built-in weather barriers minimize energy loss and reduce condensation. Enhance curb appeal with several styles and colors. Plus, grid designs inside the glass allow for easy cleaning. Be sure to ask about the double lifetime labor warranty and the savings during our home makeover event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior military discounts plus last chance to call during this program to double your savings. Save $1,500 on a house full of new windows with interest-free financing for 24 months and double your bonus to a $200 Walmart gift card with window purchase. For a free estimate, call 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Refresh your home's exterior and enjoy it all summer. Save 11% on everything at Menards. There's no limit to what you can create with landscape blocks. Creststone retaining wall blocks are 99 cents each after 11% rebate. Change it up with Dutch Boy Max Bond. It's an exterior paint and primer that provides superior adhesion to chalky, dirty, glossy, or previously painted surfaces. A gallon is $36.48 after sale price and 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Up to 64% off hot new looks. Plus get an additional 10% off at checkout. Doorbuster savings throughout the store. And pay no interest for 36 months. Only at Ashley.
We've got a lot of news coming up. The breaking news, tightened security, including new fences around the Supreme Court. The concern tonight about the justices' safety. Plus, our exclusive interview with Secretary Hillary Clinton about that leaked majority draft opinion to overturn Roe versus Wade. Her warning about the dark and dangerous ruling and who she says the courts could target next. And stocks in free fall, the latest on your money and what caused the market tailspin just one day after the biggest rally in 2 years. That's all coming up tonight, right here on the CBS Evening News.
Well, let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Got a few breaks in the clouds right now, getting some sunshine. There's the live view of the Edgewater Skycam. That just shows the air is still pretty dry across southern Wisconsin. So the rain in northern Illinois just has not been able to make it this far north. But you can see there are some showers out to the west in Minnesota and Iowa, mainly light showers. So it's possible we could start to see some sprinkles of rain later this evening, but nothing, at least for the next couple of hours. Temperatures right now range from the 50s east of Madison to the lower 60s from Madison westward. Look for a low temperature night of about 46, high tomorrow 62. The best rain chances will stay south of Madison, and then that big warm up on the way for the middle part of next week.
We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.